You want to get this one over this ridge,
okay,
and you want to give yourself a chance to make this.
Okay. I told you I'm a good player. Thank you to SERVPRO for helping me clean up over there. Welcome back to another edition of SERVPRO Game Improvement Series. SERVPRO, #1 in cleanup and restoration. And I'm sitting here with my guy, Nico Darras.
My name is Dr. Nico Darras. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Golf Blueprint, and I also work as a consultant for True Golf eSIM company.
I think the goal started out as like, hey, tell me what's wrong with my game, or tell me what's wrong with my game management. And I think above all, how do we maximize? How do we get to that ceiling more often? When I have fun, I feel like I'm chasing something. And it's chasing under par, and it's chasing that ceiling. It's not, how do I raise my scoring average for the year? It's like, no, I want those 3 or 4 rounds that keep me coming back. And so that's what I'm searching for in my own game. And I feel like you can help me unlock that. Do you think of yourself as strategy?
Definitely
as
not strategy.
Coach, as guru? I mean, like, how would you describe yourself?
Marina had the best. She says that I'm an optimizer. That's my goal. My goal is to optimize. And whether
to tie stuff together from all these distinct
exactly. To take
disciplines.
To take the puzzle pieces and try to help piece them together. There is literally 3 holes left and no good right. Yeah, so good. So that's one where we sit and think about, if the golf course gives us an entire out, we're better off taking it versus flirting at all with right. So that's why I don't care if you hit this 50 yards left, we're good to go. Starting on 1, I was shocked because for the anti-data boy that you are, I gave you.
No, that's a
you're
misconception.
Not an anti-data boy.
I'm not an anti-data boy. I just think there's so much misapplication of data. It's the most valuable tool you can have. But also, like, it's not the end all be all. Like, I'm not a robot.
Lovely. I could not be better there. TC's not anti-data. He's understanding that there's a human emotion and that we play the game with our soul and our heart, and that's a part of it.
There's no sense in forcing the issue there, because I don't.
Yeah.
I would have to hit a perfect shot for it to fly 230 into
It's
the
the first hole of the day as well.
Yeah.
Right? One of those where if we're not sure on the first hole of the day, live to fight another day.
Nuance.
Yeah,
right?
This is nuance. So this is one of those where green light special, like, you are trying to make this shot. And if you hit it 10 yards long, again, you have an easy putt at it.
Okay.
So good. Let's go.
Here we go. So we're trying to unlock those green lights.
We want for you as many of those situations that we can get in. You have an unbelievable wedge in, and I kind of felt like that was the moment where we started to trust one another and being like, hey, we can kind of do this. Like, this is a tether.
We're building around, Nico.
Giving yourself a chance to make putts early just builds your momentum and builds your round throughout the day. Oh, hey, 5's a good score.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Par doesn't hurt us there at all. Oh boy.
All right, see, easy handshake opener.
Handshake opener, we make par, we move on.
We executed the handshake.
And we move on. Like, literally one of those as simple as that. Whereas the next hole, we have massive risk reward that we can talk about. And on 2, we went right into it. I said, okay, we want to make sure, we're setting ourselves up for a good round.
That's not my time to push my chips in.
Sure.
On the second hole.
Yeah, second hole, way too early. That's the guy who in the World Series of Poker goes all in, and you're like,
and I'm trying to stay engaged in my round.
Sure, you want to be able to have a good round. I was a baseball player, and I always think about it like being a starting pitcher, right? Starting pitchers aren't throwing 100 miles an hour on every single pitch.
You're trying to induce some ground out.
Sure, you're going to need some of those throughout your round, and that's also where traps come in, right? You're like, oh, I take the hole off, I make a double bogey. You feel like an idiot. This isn't the situation. You're locked in, but you're also making a play here that just by and large, by the numbers, probably a better data set play for you, right? This is where, like, we talk about the data boys. Data boys love 5-iron for you here. 5-iron wedge, go make a birdie. Perfect.
Stubby, but
absolutely perfect. Yeah. So good there. Second hole of the day, we make par.
Yeah.
Let's take what the golf course gives us right in front of us. We don't need to force it.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, so important to understand in building that momentum, building your round. Dude, how good is that?
There we go.
Let's go.
I can hit the shots.
Let's
it's
go.
just getting out of my own way to hit them.
Turn. Oh. Good putt. All right, par.
Easy, 2 easy pars.
2 easy pars. Great way to start our day. We get to number 3, and 3 is one of the most difficult tee balls anywhere I've played, where water left, you can't bail out right. There's really nowhere to hit it at that point that other than just executing. That's flushed. Unbelievable.
We'll take that.
All right, I pace off all my putts. It's,
Okay.
it's an easy way for me to kind of understand and gauge distance, and your paces will always be yours.
Okay.
So they might be slightly off from what
Yeah.
mine is, but that way I always get a gist of where I'm at. So I just pace them.
You're just getting context.
Okay, 13.
Okay.
What'd you get?
15.
Okay, so for me, my legs are obviously, strides are gonna be a little bit longer. That's 39 feet. It really, the noise, statistical noise, when I keep my tour guide stats at the end of the season, doesn't really matter.
Okay.
39 feet, 42 feet, it's all essentially the same. This is one of those ticklish, we need 3.
Yeah.
We need 3. Find a way to make par here. Settle. Yeah, pretty good there, right?
Yeah.
Let's go. Dude, that is an all-world 3. So think about this. Think about the first 3 holes. Absolute landmines everywhere.
Yeah.
And to get through that at even par, we are running to the next tee.
Yeah.
Just so excited. And then 4's no real handshake. The way that I work with my tour guys is you have to justify why it's not driver.
Yeah.
And if there's no clear justification, driver.
Okay.
Simple as that.
Cool. Like that?
Generational driver of the golf
Like
ball.
that?
You hammer a drive down the middle way further than I thought you could hit it, which was sick.
That's what freaks me out about like chasing speed.
Yeah.
Is like I think the stuff that, and maybe this will make my tempo better, right? Because I have more in the tank, but or more range of motion or whatever. But
So there's a lot of conversations about that. I haven't seen anybody chase speed and necessarily get worse. So I'll
Okay.
always use that as the anecdote. And the other thing is swinging hard and hitting driver with effort and emphasis. I've always seen that data work out better too.
okay.
Guiding drivers.
Versus you're
Yeah,
gonna,
the kind of guidey one I'm always
weird
out
shit
on.
happens
Yeah,
where-
that's why, like, if you can get faster, let's get faster,
Okay.
because then you're going to be 10 yards closer.
say no
Yeah.
more.
We have 88 yards
Ripping down.
blowing downwind with a green that's running away from us.
This is the kind of shit that terrifies me, man. This is
Yeah, dude.
this is what I have nightmares about. Sit. I put a lot of spin on it. Instead of playing defense, I'm playing offense. I'm like, hey, I got to have a great swing here to pull this shot off.
You start thinking about small wins creating big momentum in your round.
It's another, yeah.
This
that last tee shot, that 3-footer, and then this.
This is like a monumental win that we're able to build and build and build throughout our round. If everything is going right early in the round. Now it's just continuing to win. Just finding an excuse
And
to win.
not getting over aggressive.
Yeah,
right?
we're just, think about it. We haven't made any super aggressive plays yet.
Yeah.
And we're playing really well.
See, that's a bad putt.
Tough.
It's a bad putt.
But on the flip side, this is the #1 handicap hole.
Okay.
If I told you that you had to have 2 feet for par, we'd be pretty happy most days.
Yeah. Like I almost left that short.
It only matters to win in. All right, even through 4, we get to 5. You can't bail out. There's no hiding in South Florida golf.
So this is where I worry about when we talk about my dispersion.
Yep.
I get that spinny right ball, and it's gonna peel off into that bunker.
Yeah, the problem is the more left we get, we're essentially eliminating any
A good
sort of
shot.
chance of a good
Okay.
shot.
Playing away from my bad shot instead of trying to hit a good shot.
Exactly. So like 20% of the time you're going to wipe one in the bunker. That's just dealing with the realities
Okay.
of dispersion. I'm saying stand up there. You've been flushing it.
Yeah.
Ride the confident wave.
Okay.
20 feet left of it. Ton of confidence. Go at it.
That's not even close. That might be short of the bunker. Oh yeah.
All right, we got a full wedge in. That's why the best players in the world live in South Florida, because you can't hide. Okay, what's a good outcome here? Let's talk about expectation management.
Like 12 feet in high left, or just a little.
Anything on the green.
Anything on the
Right.
green. Okay.
Just looking strictly at like score, expectation, outcome. We're probably gonna make bogey here, and that's okay. We're not making double. You were terrified over the chip, rightly so. You got
I
this.
can see the dirt down there. I hate this so much. I'm trying to think positively, but
Come
I
on,
hate
my
it
man.
so
Find
much.
find an excuse to win here.
I mean, I had to hit the perfect shot.
That was the one-timer of all one-timers. Give me some love.
It turned out well, and I still don't want to think about that shit.
I try to use the data to free the player up to understand that right here at 15 feet, you make this thing, we are running to the next tee. We're so excited. We accomplished our goal, right?
Yeah.
We gave ourselves 15 feet, and we have a chance to save par here. Amazing outcome. So we've had a massive win, again, carrying that good feeling, good vibes into this one. Let's go make par. Folks. I mean, we are running to the next tee. Wow. You hit a great chip, you have 15 feet, and you bury a putt. That 15-foot putt statistically is not going in. And today, through 5, things start to go right. We get on 6, the trap hole of all trap holes. It's a courtesy tee shot. I mean, there's 100 yards of dispersion and then like a center line bunker with water left that you can't see. And this green is going to be downhill and running away from us. This tee ball is actually one of the most important ones because we need to positionally set ourselves up to be able to attack this with a wedge.
It's like right between 3-wood and 5-wood.
So I never guide 3-woods. I think trying to hit a soft 3-wood is like one of the hardest things to
You'd
do
rather
in
hit
golf.
the strong 5 and just.
I think you hit full shots much better.
Okay.
Again,
Say no more.
That is so good.
Has it gotten tougher and tougher? There's just more. There's tsunamis of data these days, and
There's a lot. I looked at
to
baseball.
parse through.
I looked at baseball, and baseball has such a deep, because they have teams, right? So they have budgets to be able to really explore, whereas there's a lot of us who are kind of the lone wolves working in silos in golf data. And I think that we're getting better as a collective of understanding what's important. You know, are fairways important, or is, you know, positioning important? Those kind of granular questions. We don't quite have a consortium of data dorks yet. You know, they're in our group text or friends, but we just don't, we don't have super clarity quite yet.
Yeah.
On, you know,
Which is probably the most exciting place to be, right?
it's the Wild West right now. A perfect shot here ends on those palm trees
palms, okay.
on the left. So depending on the shot shape you want to hit, we're either starting it just at the pin or just left of it.
Okay.
That was flushed, partner. Just a little long. Nothing you can do there. That's one of those.
Finish it on the trees.
Dude, we talked about riding the wind and
Yeah.
trusting it. That's one of those where
That was where I felt like I had to hit the draw and ride the wind a little bit.
you hit the dead center of the face. You're long. Let's go get up and down. What's your most comfortable wedge to chip with?
Nico, that is such an impossible question. Can I say none?
That's fine. I think that's the point where I was the most proud of you today, genuinely, was the putt. You held your ground.
I mean, honestly, man, like 6 times out of 10, especially if I'm playing in a money game or something, I'm putting this. Like, honestly, it's not even a question.
Then for you, the player, you have supreme confidence.
Yeah.
This isn't my play. This
Yeah.
is you owning the fact
Yes.
that you're going to putt this, and I'm okay
Yes.
with that.
Putting it insane here? Yeah, probably.
Yeah. But again,
Not in Scotland, but in Florida it is,
it's
right?
you owning your game and saying, I'm willing to accept
Yeah.
the outcome. Do I love it? Doesn't matter. It was a horrific decision. And I like went full on office mode where I like talked into the camera. This is a horrific play for our man TC. Just the worst case scenario. I would rather have him hit a 3-wood, but most importantly, he believes it. And right now he is absolutely vibing and flushing it. Maybe he could pull off the miracle. That is so good. I mean, that's why I loved that. You held your ground. And you're like, dude, I'm freaking putting this. Let's go.
God, we just beat Vandy.
Let's go.
There will be no miracle today.
Next hole, I think we kind of Icarito'd. We started to fly a little close to the sun. It was like one of those moments where it's like, oh my God, what if everything is going right?
Yeah.
I talk to the tour guys about this all the time. What if everything goes right?
All right, 7T.
We're travelers and the weather has turned for us. Downwind, that ball is gonna be a touch tighter with our driver. Let's pick a great target. See the left bunker, green side?
Yep.
That's where we wanna be. Because
Okay.
you have 30 yards at that tree. If
Yeah.
it ends at that tree, we're absolutely set. We don't wanna be any more right of the pin. Sand becomes a big problem
Okay.
up that way.
No. That's what I was afraid of.
Not a bad swing. I mean, you got away with one.
Yeah.
I liked where you were aiming. Not
Okay.
a bad shot. Just
Just a little too much. Yeah, I was just a little late on it.
that was golf.
Okay. So this is the point in the round when I'm usually like, all right, I got through a gauntlet. I got a couple short irons in my hands.
Yeah.
You know, try to play offense or try to play
Yeah.
aggressive. But at the same time, you worry about getting caught with your hand in the cookie jar.
For sure, and again, it's so windy today that we can't force anything. We just need to keep taking what the golf course is giving us, and we're giving a great look here for birdie. Execute,
Okay.
give yourself a chance. All over it. So good. Perfect.
There we go.
Attaboy. You hit one to 20 feet. And again, one of those things numbers wise, we know that if you hit it to 20 feet enough times, one of them's gonna go in. I'm trying to take the data as much as I can, learn the information so that I can be creative.
Internalize it.
Exactly.
And then
So that
see
it
what
becomes
spits out.
a subconscious thought
Yeah.
that I'm aware of it and I don't need to focus on it once I'm out here. We love where we're at. This is dead up the hill. One of those green light putts. You can get aggressive with it. Try to make this thing.
Okay.
Do it. Let's go. I'm so glad that went in because I early walked you big time. I was early walking you. Boys are vibing.
This might be the SERVPRO, SERVPRO film room in DC break bar.
I mean, this is.
All right, how do you think about psychology? Is it like lean into the reality and
Okay, if you're at the blackjack table and you're on a heater, are you gonna
ride it?
ride
Yeah,
the heater?
yeah.
Let's go. You never walk away from a heater. Rather than trying to push away the emotions, I play golf with my emotions, and so do you, and we're able to just accept that.
Not only do I play golf with my emotions, I play golf because I want to feel those emotions.
That's why we play. We're not
That's
robots.
my why.
You and I are not robots,
Yeah.
right? We're not trying to eliminate that and take that decision making away. And you step up on the 8th tee, tickler of a tee ball.
All right, welcome to Florida. We got 30 mile an hour wind, crosswind here.
Yep.
We got bunkers and houses up the left. We got OB death up the right.
Oh, and just a little more wrinkle that you can't see. There's water just over that bunker on the left side.
No. That was the worst, probably the worst swing of the day.
Worst swing of the day,
Yeah.
but the ball bounces in play.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
I
in.
think it hit the bottom
It's
of
in.
the fence. And
It hit the fence and it's in. You dodged the bullet there. Yeah, we'd love to see your heart rate. All right, bounces of all bounces. Shout out to the chain link that saved us.
we had SERVPRO over here on the right.
we
Cleaned up a potential mess.
Cleaned up a massive mess, but we're not out of the woods, okay? Let's eliminate any chance of going for the green, right?
Yeah.
We have 265, that's out of it. What number do we want in?
And
Probably 100-ish.
if we had a better lie, I would even be trying to play to a number, but here I'm like,
Yeah,
man.
no chance we're playing to a number here.
Yeah.
We're just trying to get club face on this thing and somewhere on grass to give us a chance.
See that's
That's a shot we can work on.
what I was worried about.
This is one of those situations where risk management, we need to understand. This ball cannot go in the water.
Yeah.
We are vibing, vibes are crazy high. We need something that's gonna start at the pin and finish right of it. 190, probably playing 170. Front of the green's fine. What do you like?
I like a 7-iron.
I love 7, yeah. Okay. Seven's great from there. Dude.
We're back.
Let's go.
Woo!
Straight up Houdini. You hit probably the sickest shot of the day.
That's where I'm like, you know what? Like throw everything out. It's like, this is do or die. This is when that was one of the probably 3 times I pushed my chips in today. I was like, the water's left, out of bounds is right, the wind's pumping, all that stuff. At some point, like, it's 190 yards. Like, just hit the fucking shot. That was one of the better shots I've hit all year.
That was sick. And now look at us.
Yeah.
A chance to make another birdie.
And you know why? Because we're having fun.
Boys are out here vibing. What do we got?
I like it just inside.
Just inside that.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, good read.
Thanks.
Good read.
I wasn't gonna get too aggressive with that one.
I mean, the fact that you make 5 on this hole off the the kitchen sink bounce in play, the chunk off the sand, like, again, running to the next tee box with 5. Just could not be more excited about that.
It's not a coincidence that I think I've shot even par twice this year in 50 or 60 rounds. I think I maybe have a handful of under par 9-hole scores.
Yeah.
It's no coincidence that I'm playing here with you, and I feel like I have confidence for whatever the next shot is because I'm with you. You're gonna give me the tools to pull it off, or to like limit the exposure, or limit the hey, keep doubles off the card. So then it helps me play more confidently and like more positively. And
you execute, you make par, and you're 1 under stepping on the 9th tee, which is really tough. We need to execute this tee ball. We have basically a massive penalty with sand up the left side. We have pine straw sand on the right. Again, one of those that we stand up and just execute. See the house in the distance?
Yeah.
We need to end it somewhere in that house.
Okay.
So your visual is that person's living room. We're gonna go eat dinner with them.
Okay. Oh, I slipped.
Okay, slip, but we're alive.
Yeah, just
a little kick out.
Wet tee box.
Yeah, wet tee box, we're okay. We can find it, we can hit it. We got a big break here because this is normally nasty sand. This is gonna play pretty firm. We got 137. I think it's that 65 shot that we've hit a couple times today. That bunker on the right is absolute federal penitentiary. Get on the ground.
You.
All right, we're checking into federal prison.
Inmate number.
You hit it in federal prison in the bunker, and that's when you looked at me and you're like, I'm a great bunker player.
If I had to say that I have like one strength other than driving the ball accurately and consistently, it's my bunker play.
Love it. You want to get this one over this ridge,
okay,
and you want to give yourself a chance to make this.
Okay. I told you I'm a good bunker player. That's my shit.
Oh my God. People are uncomfortable when everything is going right. To watch you be able to manage and not try to be someone different. You weren't trying to be like, oh, it's no big deal, you know. You were pumped, you were excited.
I feel like this is less of a cleanup job and more of a restoration job, restoration of my confidence, restoration of having fun playing the game again. It's just like, it's not rocket science, and there's different ways to play.
What a thing to be able to say to yourself, believe it and then achieve it. You hit it to a couple feet, you knock it in, and you shoot 1 under on the front 9.
Hell yeah. God, that makes me want to play golf, man. Truly.
That was pretty special to watch, TC.
There's a golfer in there, and listen, my body's a mess. I'm out of shape. I'm working on that stuff moving forward. Like I'm in the process with that, but I feel like I know how to play golf.
Yeah, getting to watch you make the most out of it, and again, it wasn't perfect, right? You didn't hit every fairway, you didn't hit every green. You just got the most out of it, and you were always in every single hole, which I think is so important. Looking at where you started to where you finished, some of these shots you were able to hit and just keep yourself alive, keep yourself in the round, was just fun to watch. It was fun to be around.
Honestly, man, it's just you getting me out of my own head. Yo, you're good enough to hit this shot. You know your limitations, but this is well within your limitations.
Yeah, my goal is to be able to take the pressure off the player to understand their limitations. My goal is to just give you green light after green light after green light, so you never have to second guess. So that once you get over the ball, you know that you're able to accomplish the task. My job is to eliminate the risk on the back end. That was sick. That was sick.